Hey, John, really good to see you. A really important question today. Are annuities a good investment? As stocks struggle, sales of annuities reached record highs in the second quarter of 2022. Actually hit 77.5 billion. So it's the highest quarterly sales ever recorded. And we've talked a lot about creating stable income in retirement. So I want to start with what are fixed rate annuities?
Yeah, so what I actually want to take one step back and what is an annuity?
Hmm.
An annuity is an investment vehicle that's wrapped up in a contract with an insurance company. And that's a very important term right there. Within a contract with an insurance company that can provide some guarantees based on the claims paying ability and financial strength of that insurance company. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the type of annuities. And you mentioned fixed. The fixed annuity is a very plain Jane, boring annuity. I would probably say very similar to a CD, where
Okay.
you may have an annuity for a certain time period, and it's just going to give you a rate of return, most of the time around 3, maybe 4%, depending on market conditions, and that's it. The one big thing it does offer is principal protection. So, for a lot of people who like their CDs, they may choose the fixed rate annuity.
All right, so let's talk about the risk spectrum then for annuities. And this is a great little visual here. You just talked about fixed annuities. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum then. What are variable annuities?
So variable annuities are actual investments wrapped up in an insurance wrapper. So you are going to be linked to the market. You are actually going to have investments that are in securities. A variable annuity is a security product. And this is going to offer people the ability to have market related growth. However, what a lot of people don't understand about the variable annuity is that your principal is not going to be protected.
Hmm.
There are other riders that guarantee certain things, but those are going to come at a cost.
Hmm. And I feel like the third one that we hear a lot about are indexed annuities. So what is an indexed annuity?
So an index annuity, I guess, would be right in the middle of the two.
Hmm.
It's an annuity that, in most cases, offers principal protection. And then on the flip side, it offers a non guaranteed ability to grow your money based on an index that your investment is tracking. So it's not a security. You're not actually invested in a security. You're tracking an index that the insurance company's invested in. And depending on that index's growth, along with some things like caps and spreads and participation rates, you have the ability to safely grow your money. It's not going to be as robust as a variable annuity, but it's not going to be as conservative as the fixed rate annuity.
All right, so now we know some of the types that are out there. In what scenarios, though, do you actually recommend annuities to your clients? Because I know you are not a big product guy, John.
Yeah. So again, I always choose it based on the individual client's needs for planning.
Hmm.
And in the circumstances where I have used the annuity, it's been for clients that, number one, they want a predictable and sustainable income stream designed in the most efficient manner. And there have been plenty of studies done by Warren School of Finance, Dr. David Battle. It says the most efficient way to develop an income stream is using an annuity based vehicle. That's number one. Number two would be people who want principal protection. Obviously, you're not going to get a variable annuity, but you might get an indexed or a fixed rate annuity. And then number three, which is really probably a big spike for the annuity sales this year, is it's becoming a great bond alternative. So
Right.
people who are trying to avoid that interest rate risk that we've seen from bonds all year, they're flowing into annuities to get a bond alternative because you can get a better than bond result in a lot of cases without the interest rate risk.
Okay. So if I then do choose to buy an annuity, what do I need to know about it?
Well, understand this, there is no perfect investment. And so you have to be aware of a couple things with annuities. Number one, you have to be aware of the surrender period. And
Mm.
that's a period usually between 7 and 14 years. I personally don't like to go over 10. That if you decide you don't want this annuity anymore, the insurance company is going to keep a portion of your money. And usually, depending on the surrender length and the amount of time you've held the annuity, it's a sliding scale. So, as a hypothetical example, in year one, if you decide to surrender this vehicle, the insurance company is going to keep 9%. And then year two, it drops down to 8%, 7%, and so on. And really, the surrender feature, from what I've been told, is a way for the annuity company to make sure the client has some skin in the game aside from their money, because they are actuarially based,
Hmm.
right? All of this is based on math. So they want to make sure that they can continue to offer the guarantees they offer. Therefore, that's why you have the surrender.
Okay. All
Number
right.
two,
Well,
well,
sorry,
and,
go
and
ahead.
number two is fees. Understand the fees. Are the fees in an index? And typically, you're going to see fees with an index annuity and a variable annuity.
Right.
With the index, is the fees based on the accumulation or the income value? Most fees on index annuities are going to come in the form of income riders. So if you want to have that personal pension and you want the features of that, you're going to pay probably a fee of 1 to 1.5%. Variable annuities. This is where I find a lot of people don't understand the costs. They don't understand the mortality and administrative expenses. They don't understand that for every rider they get, that withdrawal rate guarantee, that income rider, those are added fees. And then lastly, they're also paying a management fee for the securities. So I've seen clients that they didn't know they were paying 3, 4, upwards of almost 5% in a variable annuity. So
Wow.
you really have to understand your costs. As a matter of fact, been doing this over a decade now. I've met one client that understood that he was paying 3+% for this variable annuity, and he was okay with it
Hmm.
because of what it offered him.
Wow.
And then,
Yeah.
and then lastly, understand the insurance company that you're doing business with.
Right.
I personally prefer A-rated insurance companies. One of the benefits of the insurance company is that each insurance company has to be approved by each individual state's Department of Insurance, and they have to have their actual own sub-accounts just for these insurance vehicles. But you want to make sure you're dealing with a strong rated company, because I said a term earlier that's based on the claims paying ability of the company. You want to make sure that you have a company that's been around a long time, has superior financial rating, and can pay the benefits that it's guaranteeing you per the
Yeah.
contract.
Right. That is very important. John, this was really helpful. This is a complicated topic, but I really appreciate your insights with this. If somebody would like to talk through these annuity options with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, you can give us a call at the office, 858-935-6210. Or you can visit our website, www.gosecurus.com. And under the Contact Us tab, you can either schedule a 15-minute phone call where we'll answer any questions for you, or you can schedule a complimentary consultation.
All right. John, thank you.
Thank you, Erin.